Dr. Sebi Remedies. Alfredo Bowman in his own words about alkaline herbs, diet, immunity, improved health, and lifelong vitality. By Alfredo Bowman, Dr. Sebi. Read by the author. Published by Stanford Publishing online at stanfordpub.com.
Good afternoon and welcome to Ramona's Roundtable. I'm your host, Ramona Rachel Gittins, and this is an episode brought to you by Link. I've heard about Dr. Sebi for many years, and he's sort of a legend that I haven't really been able to sort of get to. I haven't really understood a lot of his philosophy. A lot of it is because I haven't heard much of it one-on-one, so this is actually an honor for me today, and I'm glad that everyone who's listening to this is able to join us. And this looks like it's going to be a two-part conversation, and it looks like it's also going to be very, very interesting. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Sebi.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so very much.
I would like to let you start by sort of telling us your story from the beginning. I'm interested sort of in where you are now because I've heard a lot about you over the years, but sort of starting from the beginning, and you could just maybe before you do that, for people who don't know, you give an introduction and sort of an overview.
Thank you. Quick. I was born in Spanish Honduras in the year of 1933. I was born in a small village named Milanga. The boy grew up, never going to school, whether kindergarten, high school, grade school, or whatever. Became a merchant seaman. But by the time he became a merchant seaman, he was very deadly ill. He had diabetes. He had asthma from birth. He was impotent at 28. And at 30, he had diabetes, asthma, obesity, and insanity. And with the help of Mexican people, I was cured. I decided to enter the field of natural medicine.
Can I interrupt you for a quick second?
Of course.
I'm sorry. When you started off, you were referring to yourself in the third person, and you switched to the first person. Do you see who you were earlier in your life as sort of a different person, as though you've sort of become yourself in the second half of your life?
I was always a different person. I disagree with everything. I disagree with everything. Everything I heard, I disagreed with.
Right.
And I was 14 years of age when I said I was going to work. I was working since I was 11 because my grandmother raised me. And she was my responsibility to take care of paying the rent, buying her clothes, buying her food. So, but I was tall and I was very, I suppose, sensible. So I just grew up, and at 14, I made a statement that I was going to do something to help humanity. But when I made that statement, I also knew that I was going to come up against the established or prevailing philosophy of life. That I knew at 14 years of age. But I didn't know that one day that I would become the person that I'm known for today as being the healer. I didn't know that. But even before I became the healer, you know, I didn't have a girlfriend until I was 21 because I disagreed with what I saw. And even now, my interrelationship with women, I don't believe that there is a woman that could rightfully say that they love me because of the way that I live and the way that I see things. And I'm not really upset or bothered by that.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?